Hi, my name is Tristan. I am one of the lead developers here at TSeller, and in today's brief video, I'm going to be giving you a full-length features overview. I'm going to be showing you step by step how you can sign up with TSeller, as well as going through the app intuitively and showing you all of the different features and functions that you can utilize to grow your business. TSeller was developed with the pure intention of saving businesses money each month, helping you run your business more efficiently, and then making you more aware. Business owners that are more aware of their business ultimately make more money. So that's the intention with TSeller. And in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through all of the different features and functions, how you can find them and locate them on the app, a brief breakdown on what exactly this function was built and developed for, and how you can use that function and feature in the best possible manner. TSeller is quite an intricate and complicated app. There's many different features and functions located in various different areas. So I am going to be walking you through how exactly to access all of these features and functions and how you can utilize them to make the most out of the TSeller subscription. So to get started, you need to download TSeller on your mobile device. TSeller is available both on Android devices and on iOS devices. For today's tutorial and features overview, I'm going to be showing you how it is done on an iPhone, but the app is identical on Android devices, so you will be able to follow along. Step 1, go to the App Store or the Google Play Store. You can download the app by searching TSeller. Alternatively, there are links available in the description of this video. Once you have downloaded the app, you can open the app. Once you have opened the app, you're going to be shown the features view. Essentially, on this view, you can scroll across and you can get more information about the features. Hopefully, today's video is going to show you everything that the app can do, but to familiarize yourself with the services and the features available, you can just scroll on the features view. Now, if you have already created an account, you can simply log in. If you have been added as a secondary user on an account, you can also simply just log in that way too. I am quickly going to show you how to sign up. If you have already signed up, you can skip this step. To sign up, it is super simple. You simply click sign up. It'll prompt you to enter in your personal information. All of this information is used purely for functionality. Your information is safe and is stored securely. You can visit tseller.co.za to view our privacy policy and to find more information on how your data is secured. Please go ahead and read through the privacy policy. Once you have filled in all of your information, you can click on the continue button. Next, you're going to be prompted to enter in whether or not your business is VAT registered. This is simply used to input your VAT number on Takealot invoices and the stock reconciliation requests. It's not used for any other purpose. It is just to make the administrative tasks that much easier by not having to ask you and your business for the VAT number each time. So if you have a VAT number, enter it. If you don't, click skip. Next, we have the first slightly technical component of signing up. You need to enter in your Takealot API key. Now, the Takealot API key is the key responsible for extracting your Takealot information. The API provides all of the stock information, pricing, when you get sales, when you don't have sales, what your stock threshold is, whether or not your products are winning or losing the buy box, and allowing the app to extract the necessary information to provide you with the stock reconciliation requests and invoice requests. Both on the app and on our website, there is more information about what we use the API for and how the API is used. If at any time you feel uncomfortable with the usage of the API, you can change or extract your API at any point. Also, an important note, whilst creating your account, at any point, in order for our app to comply with Apple App Store regulations as well as Google Play Store regulations, you are able to permanently delete and remove all information with a click of a button. I will be showing you how to do that in this tutorial as well. But in order to get your Takealot API, if you scroll down on the view, there is a how to get your API section. You can click on each step and each image to get more information on how to get your API key. In today's video, I'm also going to be giving you a walkthrough. To get your API key, it's super simple. First, log into the Takealot seller portal. Once you're logged in, you can follow these steps on screen. Scroll down to the bottom of the left-hand side sidebar, click on API integrations. Once you've expanded API integrations, you can click on Seller API. Underneath Seller API, once you scroll down, you will see an authentication tab. On the authentication tab, click on Generate API Key. Now, a lot of sellers, due to the fact that they use alternative softwares, some sellers might already have their API key. You might have created it to use and integrate with another software or service. In that case, if you still have your API key saved, you can use the same API key. Alternatively, you can remove that API key and generate a new API key. With the new API key, you can use it on your existing softwares and you can use it with TSeller. You can fortunately use multiple services at once. At all times though, it is super important to keep your API key private and secure. Should you not have an API key already, you can simply just click on the green button to generate an API key. Now this is your secure API key that is going to connect your store to the app. Now this API key is your secure key that is going to enable you to use the TSeller features for your Takealot account. You need to copy this key and then go and paste that key back on your app. If you're on iPhone, you can simply add it to your Notes app, you can airdrop it to yourself, or alternatively, if you use WhatsApp desktop, WhatsApp the key to yourself. Should you not have any of those options available, I suggest creating an email and emailing it to an email inbox that is available on your mobile device. Then you can simply copy the key and then input the key back on the TSeller app. Once you are back on the app, you can simply enter in your API key. Paste your API key in the text input field below and click continue. If your API key has been entered correctly, you will be moved on to the webhook step. If your API key is not working, you'll be able to re-enter it, try again, or you'll be able to click on the pop-up and get into contact with our team where we can help and support you with this integration. Next, we're going to be setting up webhooks. Webhooks are used so that we can send you live time notifications. We are one of the only Takealot seller softwares that enable you to get live time notifications for all important events. We enable you to customize it and change your notifications, but this is one of my favorite features. Having live time notifications makes managing your Takealot business just so much better. Let me quickly explain how you can set this up. It's super straightforward and simple. First, on the page, you need to click on Enable Notifications. Once you click on Enable Notifications, there's going to be a pop-up asking you to allow the app to send you notifications. Click on Agree and that will allow the app to send you notifications. In the future, should you want to change this, it's super simple and we will be discussing it in this video. Again, like the API page, there's a whole bunch of steps with screenshots on how you can set up your webhooks, as well as steps that show you how to test your webhook. I'll be showing you how to do both now. First, on the app, you need to copy your webhook URL. If you're on a Mac, you can simply paste it on your Mac. Should you not be on a Mac, WhatsApp it to yourself or email the webhook URL to yourself. Once you have access to the URL on your desktop, again, we need to log into the Takealot seller portal. Once you have your webhook URL secured, you'll now go back to the Takealot seller portal, back to API integrations. Just this time, we're going to webhooks. Now, when we configure our webhooks, you can have multiple webhooks for multiple softwares. Now, to configure your webhook for TSeller, you're going to click the green button, Configure Webhook. You're now going to paste in the URL that you have copied over from TSeller. This is going to be the URL that we identify with your account to make sure that we send you the correct notifications. Next, under events, we need to add all the events that we would like to receive notifications for. Should you not want to receive certain notifications, do not add them. Once you have done adding all the events that you wish to add, simply click on Create. Once you've clicked Create, you're not done. You now need to go back and you need to click on Active. Ensure that both the Verify SSL certificate and the active toggle switches are set to true. Now, to test that you have done this successfully and correctly, you can click the three dots and you can send test notifications to your device. Any of the test notifications should work. Please note, when you've created an account for the first time, sometimes it can take up to 5 to 10 minutes for you to get the first test notifications. Don't panic if you don't get it immediately. You'll also start to see notifications come through as important Takealot events take place, once you've got sales or once products start running out of stock. Now, back on the app, once you've configured your webhooks, you can click Complete. You don't have to set up your webhooks if you don't want notifications. So in any case, click Complete. Now you're going to be met with a paywall, and everyone hates us for this. Unfortunately, it's not feasible nor possible for us to offer free access to TSeller for every and each user. Because unfortunately, with most of the features and functions, there is a cost associated with providing businesses those features. However, in the best attempt to make it accessible to as many businesses as possible, we've tried to price it super affordably. It's 199 Rand per user per month. There's no ads, there's no additional paywalls, and there's no upgrades. For 199 Rand, you get access to everything. One subscription price for all users. Regardless of the size of your business, it's 199 per user per month. So on the subscription page, you can click on Subscribe Now. You get more information about what exactly is included, You also get more information in terms of the cancellation policy and how it works. We are very transparent. You get a 14-day free trial to access and trial the app. If you enjoy using the app, you can simply continue with your subscription at 199 Rand per month. Should you not enjoy the app, you can cancel it at any time. Your billing is your responsibility. For 199 Rand a month, we are currently one of the most affordable Takealot softwares to the market, with the intention of being the most accessible. To start your 14-day free trial, you simply click subscribe now. It's going to prompt you to accept the subscription terms, and the subscription is going to be handled by the App Store or on Android, the Google Play Store. You simply accept the terms as if you were downloading or paying for any other app, and immediately you're going to be granted access to the app. Congratulations, you're now part of TSeller. So let's go through exactly what you get with TSeller. Upon initial launch, you're going to be launched to the dashboard. This is where you get a brief overview of all of the vital information for that particular day. You can view your orders, your sales, your items sold, and then also the most important and scary metric is your lead time orders, ensuring that you are always aware when you have an order so that you can get the orders into the DC within a timely manner. Next, you've got an awesome little sales graph, which is going to show you your sales for the time period you select. If you want to change time period, for example, you want to select 30 days or 7 days, you can view the information for that particular time period. We found that today and 7 days and 30 days were the most applicable, but we're open to suggestions. Provide us with feedback and we'll make the changes should there be sufficient feedback. Now, a feature that I love is being able to compare a certain time period to a previous time period. Has the last 7 days, this week, been better in performance in comparison to last week? I can then do the same for the 30-day period. I can see for this month versus last month, it does use calendar days. So these 30 days versus the last 30 days, how my performance has been. I am able to view the sales amount as well as the change and difference in percentage performance. For example, on this particular account, the previous 30 days, we did 393,000 Rand in sales. However, for the last 30 days, we've done 871,000 sales, which is a 121% improvement in comparison to the previous period. But let's go back to today and then go through the rest of the information. The top stack cards also change for the time period when you change time periods. Next, you'll be able to view in a list format the orders that you have received for that particular time period for today, 7 days, or 30 days. So you can view what products are selling and what products you are going to need to preempt to replenish. Should you want more information about that particular order, super simple, simply click on the order. A detailed view pop-up is going to appear, giving you more information about that product order, the time it happened, the order number, the status, the date, the title, the name of the customer that had ordered from you, which is quite obviously informative. You get to see the DC centers, where it was ordered from and where it is going to, more information about your products, and then also very cool is a fee breakdown. Now, for the fee breakdown to be accurate, we're only able to show it for shipped orders. I'm going to show you how that works soon because it's quite an intricate feature and function. Then you get a brief account overview. This is one of my favorite features because at glance, every morning, every night, I get to see exactly how much is in my transaction balance. I can see my current balance, what's held back, and what's available. Should I want more information, I can simply click on view all transactions. It will then take me to a detailed page where I get more information about my fees, and then I can also filter my fees. I can view it for 7 days, 30 days, or 90 days. I can change the time period and the information is going to change. And then I can filter the transaction to get a total for that particular transaction. My favorite feature or function is to filter by disbursements. So I can see how much my Takealot store has been paid out during that duration. I can also look at different type of transactions. For example, if I wanted to see all of the success fee reversals, all of the amounts that I have used for sponsored ad credits for purchasing sponsored product ads, and then I can also check my storage fees. Back to the dashboard though, we're going to move on to the orders page because I want to show you how you can actually check the profitability of orders. Now, as I explained, it needs to be shipped. In order to see shipped orders, I'm going to increase the time period to 7 days. So this product has been shipped. Now, if I scroll down to the fees breakdown, I can see how much I paid Takealot for the success fee and for the fulfillment fee. Then I get a total fee as well. Now, for this particular product, I have not yet configured the input costs. I can click on add product costs and it's going to take me to the product cost manager where I can manage the costs for all of my products and offers on Takealot. Now, I'm not going to show you that yet because there's another way to access it and a better way to access it, at least in my opinion. But that feature is there should you forget. Next, we have an offers view, enabling you to view all of your offers and make subtle yet effective changes to the offers on the fly. You can filter your offers by all of the available statuses that are available on your Takealot seller portal. In the offer card, there's an analytics graph which shows you the total sales for the last 30 days. Then in the box icon, it shows you how much stock you have for that particular product stored in the Takealot DCs. Should you want more information about your offer, simply click on the offer card. From here, you're going to get more information about your offer, and you'll be able to edit things like your pricing and your lead time. A quick breakdown of everything that is shown and displayed. You've got your offer picture, the title, your SKU, your barcode, your label. Should you want to edit your price, you click on the edit button. You can edit your selling price and your recommended retail price within the app. Simply click on update prices and your price will update both on the app and on Takealot. We're not going to do that now, obviously. Then you can see your discount, the status, and your stock. We also provide you with stock days cover, so you can estimate how much stock you actually need to send in. We give you a stock recommendation for each and every offer. You can see per DC what your stock holding is, what you need to send in, and what your 30-day sales have been for that DC. You can edit your lead time should you want to change it to 3 days, 4 days, or 5 days. You can also view the offer status and the status for your storage fees, should you be eligible or non-eligible to pay storage fees for that particular product. Should you want to disable an offer for whatever reason, you can simply click on that disable button and then the product will be disabled both on the app and on Takealot. Should you want to view how the offer looks on Takealot, simply click on the view on Takealot button. It's going to open up the browser, whatever browser you use, and show you the offer on Takealot's platform or app. Next is a very intricate feature. This is the stock reconciliation feature. Essentially, what this feature enables businesses to do is to more efficiently reclaim the lost or damaged inventory that is Takealot's responsibility and not the seller's responsibility. A lot of sellers are not actually aware about this feature. In today's video, I'm giving you a quick overview, but when you have the app installed, click on the how-to on the invoices page. Then in the top right, you can click on the video icon. That video icon will open up to a YouTube link showing Dean's video that he has done explaining to people how to use and how to complete the stock reconciliation requests within the app. You can alternatively just follow the screenshots, whatever is easier for you. On the stock recon page, you have options to upload the CSV. You have options to edit the reclaimed amount for that invoice. Obviously, for this video, we are using fake amounts. This account has not saved R1 million in reclaim value. However, most Takealot seller accounts that are doing in excess of 10,000 Rand worth of revenue each month have reported that they have consistently been able to claim thousands back each month. So if you are running a business on Takealot, you need to use this feature. It is going to save you money. It is so easy to use. You simply click on upload CSV, select the CSV file for the month that you want to use. You download this from Takealot. Then you'll scroll down, all the information is already pre-populated, and you can generate and share the invoice. You can preview the invoice to ensure that all of your information is correct, and then upload the invoice to Takealot. Again, should you be in the app and be confused on how to use this, click on the how-to and watch the tutorial video that Dean has done for you on this particular topic. Next, to start getting to some of the more exciting features and some of the more complicated features, simply click on the menu. Here you're going to be able to access more information about your store and your business. If you want to view your information in your app settings, then the first 3 menu items is what you are going to be interacting with. Quick overview, you get your account information, then you get your app settings, which enable you to toggle different design features or to change certain account information. If you want to manage your notifications, if you want to manage your subscription, if you need help and support, if you want access to experimental features, if you want to send feedback, please do, so we can make the app a better experience for everyone using it. If you want to view the privacy policy, the terms of service, the disclaimer, and obviously the subscription cancellation. Again, you can cancel your subscription at any time, but more information on the app. If you want more information about us as a company and what we do, click on the About Us. You can go visit our social platforms. You can rate the app, which we would greatly appreciate as we're a small development company trying to improve our reputation and grow our businesses. And you can look at the legal policies and more. And then you can also see what else we do. Should you want to get into contact with us? Should you want to work with us? Should you want to see what else we offer and how else perhaps we can work with you and become more involved within your business? You can visit the Block 7 family link tree and view more links with our business. Then at the bottom of the page, should you want to have us be more involved in your business, whatever it might be, click on the work with us button, get into contact with us, set up a consultation, and find out how we can help you grow and scale your business further. Then also on the app settings menu item, you can log out of your account and you can permanently delete your account. Super simple. You click on delete account. It is going to ask for re-authentication. All you have to do is enter in the password that you used to create the account, and then all of your information is going to be permanently removed from the TSeller app. Then you've got your API settings. You might see this page should something happen to your API key. If you've changed it, if it's no longer working, if Takealot servers are down, you're going to see this page, which is the API integrations page, where you can change your API key, you can replace your API key, you can remove your API key. Obviously, if you remove your API key, you're going to lose functionality to the app. But do not fear, there is a dedicated API key issues page. So should there be an issue with your page, you'll be able to easily regain access to the app. First fun feature is the sales analytics and performance overview. You'll see that within the app, there's a general features tab, and then there is a more features tab. So under the general features, the first feature that you're going to come across is sales analytics. When you open this page, please do not be alarmed if it takes some time to load. Depending on the size of your account and the size of transactions, the app does a lot of work. It fetches the total sales for the last 6 months. Then it provides you with a 6 months sales overview graph, which enables you to see and view the performance of your business over the last 6 months, from January through to June. I'm recording this video in June of 2025. You can see that through the use of TSeller, this business has accelerated its growth exponentially. There are obviously more factors, but you can see the sales per month, the change in percentage per month, your total 6 month sales, and then your monthly average. You also have access to the sales graphs again, and you can compare your data. Also access to a very good looking bar graph, in my opinion. And then also a sales distribution by product, which is a fancy pie chart. If you do go and click on compare, so if you want to compare the periods, all of the graphs will give you comparison data to that previous period. We are working on extending the amount of data shown. So you'll not only be able to see 6 months, but hopefully 12 months, and then also yearly, should businesses want to have access to that information. So I just want to show you the sales distribution chart. You can see the quantity of this period versus the previous period, which is quite an important stat to have access to. Simple feature, but very helpful. Then you've got access to your account transactions. These are essentially all of your transactions that go through on your Takealot account. You can see the red items is money going out of your account, and then the green items is money coming into your account. Then you've got your sales transactions, which essentially is the same thing, just giving you more information about the sales that take place. Got a nice little sales timeline graph, and then more information about the transactions specifically for sales. So we filter that out. It's a small but nifty feature. Then you have your returns dashboard, which is very important and something a lot of Takealot sellers battle with. You had access to your account return rate. Now, the account return rate is the total overall rate that is used to determine whether or not your account is going to be staying on Takealot. Should this amount exceed 7.5%, you are in threat of having your account removed. So be in touch with this figure and the statistic, understand it, and be familiar with it for your business. You can access all of the recent returns, and then you can also access more information if you just click on the offer card. You can look at the customer feedback. So for example, this product here was returned because they ended up installing an aircon unit instead. You get access to the 6 month performance for returns. So if I give you another example, let's use this one. You can see that this particular product has a 3.4% return rate. There's more information about the return ID, the order ID, should you want to dispute the return, and then obviously the return reason. So quite helpful that you can just check your returns a little bit more conveniently, if that's the right word, and be more familiar with your business's returns, especially that return statistic that's not actually available on the Takealot seller portal, and something that's super important. So get that statistic as low as possible, as we would love as many of you guys to continue selling on Takealot. Now we are moving on to the more features. These are some of the more technical features, and we will be doing more in-depth videos on this channel for the additional features that TSeller offers. Should you want to have access to those tutorials and follow along for updates and changes, please make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you never miss an update from the TSeller team. First feature is auto replenishment. Essentially, what this feature enables you to do is to replenish your account more effectively. If you click on replenishment actions, you've got a balanced stock replenishment, so that will create a bulk replenishment that is balanced, so the recommended or ideal stock holdings. You can do a max replenishment if you want to absolutely stack the DC. You can create a shipment that is going to maximize the amount of stock that you can send in. You've got a compliance restock, which will send in the minimum in order for your account to be as compliant as possible. Then you have an advanced restock should you want to create a custom restock. So if you want to filter by brand or you want to filter by SKU, you can create a custom replenishment. Then you can also personalize your stock alerts. So if you want to filter your stock alerts and you only want to get warnings when there's only 5 in stock or 10 in stock, or you want to get a critical stock alert when there's only 1 unit remaining in each DC, you can play around with that, as well as the frequency and then what DC you want to get alerts for. Say, for example, you only want Joburg and Cape Town, you can do that. Okay, to create a replenishment, you simply click on the item and then you can preview your replenishment and edit your replenishment. This is obviously the recommended amount that you send in with the recommended target intervals, and the feature has built-in trend analysis as well, which is very helpful. There will be a more in-depth video on this particular feature, as it is quite advanced and in-depth on this channel, so make sure you're subscribed for that. Should you want to get more info about your stock analysis of a product, get a breakdown for each product, click on the offer card and then you get a breakdown of what's in transit, how many stock days covered you have, how many units you've sold, your daily average, and then more information about your stock per DC, which I find very helpful. The best way to grow your Takealot business is to have sufficient stock levels. So at all times, try and get your stock levels to be as good as possible. All right, moving on, we now have the product cost manager and then the profitability analytics. These two features work collaboratively. On the product cost manager, you'll be able to manage the input costs of your product. We are adding extra functionality for larger Takealot sellers. So for larger Takealot sellers, you won't need to manually input your input costs for each product, but more about that feature coming soon. For now, you can configure the input costs by clicking on the configure input cost button and then entering in the product cost as well as the shipping cost. We are going to add an additional cost bracket there. So if you want to add in any other costs for whatever arbitrary reason you might have, you can enter those costs in. So once you've entered in those costs at the top, your stat cards are going to change. It will then show you that out of 53 offers, you have 10 that don't have costs, whatever. And you can then filter the offers by what offers have costs and what offers don't have costs. Then once you've entered a new input cost, you can then go to profitability analytics, which allow you to view the analytics based off of the input costs that you have entered. So if you haven't entered your input costs, this page is obviously not going to be valuable because the information is not going to be accurate. So ensure that you've put in all of your input costs so that the page returns accurate information back to you. So you'll be able to view your revenue, your total profit, your total expense, and then your average margin. You've got additional fees, which will show you additional fees that might not play into the success fee, fulfillment fee, or your cost of goods. So you'll be able to view your advertising credits, your stock transfer fees, your returns removals, and then obviously if you want to change the time period, go to the top, go to 30 days, and then you can view for that particular time period your subscription fee, your advertising credits, your storage fees, all of the fees that you might not be taking into account when doing your accounting at the end of the month to determine whether or not your business is profitable. You will not miss with TSeller. So under the additional expenses or additional fees tab, you have access to all of the fees that are hitting you and your transactional balance on Takealot. Then underneath that, you can view the offer performance for each individual offer. So you can see how much profit, what your margin is, how many units have been sold, and then revenue per product. I find this very useful when trying to interpret the data of my businesses. I go through these particular analytics to determine whether or not this business is performing as it should be, and then use it as a tool to redefine and improve the way I sell on Takealot, which is super important. Then you've got inventory management. So this is a simple page which is going to indicate to you whether or not your health score for the inventory and the stock keeping is sufficient. One of the absolute best ways to improve the performance of a Takealot account is to improve your stock health score. So improving the consistency and the efficiency at which your DC and your not your DC, but your Takealot account is replenished. So try and use this to always ensure that your account is stocked up as optimally as possible. So a simple feature, you can view the products that are out of stock. You can view the products that are low stocked, and then obviously view the products that are optimally stocked. And then also you get access to the stock days cover that those products have. Then you've got your top performers, and then obviously an algorithm impact. It's basically just a note section that we have compiled to give you guys the best opportunity and insight into your information so that you can propel your business forward. That's a simple feature, but very useful and impactful if used correctly. Next, we have the batch operations page. Also very helpful for larger accounts specifically. This enables you to bulk update prices, to bulk update status, and then also bulk update lead time. The one that's most useful is going to be bulk updating your prices. So if you want to select all of your offers, this is obviously everything that's going to be affected by this particular operation. You can then pick if you want to update the price, if you want to update the status, or if you want to change the lead time. So say, for example, you needed to process a bulk price update. So say, for example, for this financial year, a particular product range needs to have a price increase across the board of 5% or a price decrease by 5%. You can fix the amount that this batch operation is going to implement by a fixed amount or percentage amount. It's very helpful for large accounts. For smaller accounts, it's obviously going to be more reasonable to edit the prices and edit the status or the lead time individually. Then you've got buy box overview. So the buy box overview enables businesses who are competing with other sellers to monitor the buy box. So the buy box is whether or not your business is going to receive the sale for an item. This status is predetermined and awarded to the seller that is offering the end customer of Takealot the lowest price. So what some softwares have been doing is enabling sellers to use a bot or to use an auto repricer, which ensures at all times that your product and your offer on Takealot is winning that status over. This is super important for people who are wholesaling or people that have multiple competitors that are offering the same product. You can ensure that you stay ahead of the competition and you always have access to the buy box. We are, again, like many of the features on TSeller, going to have more in-depth videos which are going to share with you how you can better utilize this particular feature. But simply, you can filter by whether or not a product is a buyable status or a non-buyable status, and then whether or not a product is winning the buy box or currently losing the buy box. Then you can click on the product, and then you can view the difference between your price and the buy box price. Then you can edit the price and then activate the auto repricer and price protection. This is a feature that is going to be very dramatically improved over the next few months. So make sure that you do have the auto updates enabled and that you are following us on all available socials so that you do not miss the updates coming to this particular feature. There will also be more in-depth videos coming soon. Next, we have product tracking. So this is essentially a product research tool. What this tool enables you to do is to find other products on Takealot's platform, enter in the URL, and then access more in-depth information about that particular product. This is especially useful for people who are in the wholesaling game, should they want more information about a particular product that they can regain access to and want to sell. You can get advanced insights into the performance of that particular product. You can get advanced insights into the stock holdings of that particular product, which we can use to predict the estimated performance of that line. So use this as a product research tool if you are considering or contemplating the investment into a particular industry or into a particular product. Find the URL of the product on Takealot and use this to get more information and more clarity on a particular product before pulling the trigger on a big import or on listing the product or investing in inventory. It's a very helpful feature, one of the most advanced and best features that TSeller currently offers. Again, we will be doing more in-depth videos sharing with you how you can better utilize this particular feature to ensure that the conscious decisions that you make within your business are driven by data and not driven by contemplation. So we're going to be doing more videos on this, but essentially what it enables you to do is it allows you to get more insightful information on particular products on Takealot. Track sales, track inventory, track revenue, and track data before making a decision on whether or not you would like to become a part of a particular product, a particular industry, or a particular brand. Then, to wrap things up for our larger sellers who are being managed by multiple people, or for our agencies like ourselves who are managing multiple Takealot accounts. At the bottom, you'll see that we have business features. Now, the business features are going to enable you to connect TSeller to multiple users. So say, for example, you have a business on Takealot and multiple people are responsible for the operations of that particular business. You can add additional users to access your store through TSeller. Simply click on the Add New User button, enter in their full name and their email address. They will be sent an email where they need to set a password, and then when logging into TSeller or opening TSeller for the first time, instead of signing up, they will simply log in with the credentials that you have provided them. They need to set their own password, but you will obviously enter in their email here. Super simple, super efficient. Add as many users as you need to manage your store, and they'll have access to all of the information you have access to. You can delete users quite easily, and they will obviously then no longer have any access to any of the store's information, and you can add unlimited users at any time. Next, for people that are managing multiple stores, you're an agency or you have multiple Takealot stores for whatever reason, you can access multiple Takealot accounts and at any time switch between stores. So if you manage multiple stores, switch between the stores, get a quick overview using the TSellers app for all of the stores that you manage. There are no additional charges for people that are running multiple stores. So there's absolutely no reason, if you manage multiple stores, not to manage all of them with TSeller. Super simple, scroll down to the bottom, add a store. When you add a store, you'll be prompted to enter in the API key for that particular store. Then for that particular store, should you also want notifications, so on your device, you want to receive notifications for both stores, for both the current store that you have and the additional stores that you have added, you can copy the webhook URL, which is actually the same URL for your account, and then you add that webhook URL in the same way that you did in the beginning while setting up TSeller. You use the same process to set up the webhook URL for that account, and then you will be receiving notifications for all of the stores that you manage through TSeller. At any time, should you want to remove a store, you can simply click on the delete button. I'm not going to do it now, but if you click on delete, you'll be prompted to enter in your password, and then you can remove that store forever. One small feature that I missed out is on the menu view, you can also view your Takealot store. If you click on this link, and the reason why it's here is a lot of people, when advertising to clients or sending customers to their store, don't actually know what the URL to their store is. So should you want to share this with somebody for whatever reason, you can do it through the TSeller app. Click on view your Takealot store. It will take you or your customer to your particular Takealot account, and then they can order whatever they want through you through your Takealot account. So simply copy the link in the browser and send that link through to whoever you wanted to share your Takealot page with. It's a small but nifty feature in my opinion. For a brief features overview of TSeller, that is everything that we have decided to pack into the app. Now, TSeller is not a one-stop project. We're going to be continuously developing and adding features as we see necessary. We would love your help for this, so please at any point, should you have a particular pain point whilst running and managing your Takealot business, please let us know what that pain point is and how we can come in and make it more efficient for you. You can use the send feedback feature within the app itself, or you can reach out via tseller.co.za to get into contact with myself, get into contact with our development team, and share your feedback and suggestions. We are still a new app, so bugs and particular glitches can be expected. If you do come across a bug or a glitch that is affecting your user experience, please let us know and we'll sort it out as soon as possible. For businesses that are using TSeller and would love to have our team be more involved with the operations of your business, be sure to visit the About Us page within the app and then use the Work With Us feature so that you can connect and get into contact with us so we can communicate with you how we can move forward on that particular agenda. But thank you to everybody who watched this video. I hope all of you enjoy using TSeller. It has been an absolutely brutal development process, having to build it twice. Once on iOS and once on Android. So we hope that everybody enjoys it, finds it valuable, and we hope that everybody using TSeller is prosperous and more profitable whilst using the app. So we thank you for all of the support. We thank you for all of the feedback. Make sure you are subscribed to this YouTube channel and that you follow us on all of the other available socials that we are present on. We are present on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. So make sure you follow us on all of those platforms so that you can get the most frequently available updates. But thanks for watching this video and have an amazing day.